I dare say, New Hampshire State's Attorney General, Rockingham County, and the defendants are listed. This is only the beginning of the complaint. I've amended the order and the filing and the requested amount for settlement. And you say, why? Well, because they continue to harass, terrorize, and cause me much emotional distress, punitive damages, a lot of hardship brought on. And why do they do this? It's not because I did anything wrong, and I never did anything to them. What they did was hide, which is called suppression of evidence and information. Tara Tucker, didn't you? And Michael Drake, didn't you? You arrested me on behalf of William Asher, my husband, who is an imposter, con man, and a fugitive from justice. I told you all about that. You hid the information back in April. You violated me. You neglected my needs, and you put me into medical distress. Portsmouth Hospital. I was under cardiac distress. They took me in by Greenland, Portsmouth, and EMTs. Somebody had pulled up my pant leg and said, she's got track marks. Michael Drake stood over me, claiming that he seen me smoking something and swallow something. I was never tested for anything, not by them and not by the hospital. So, I say, who was the young fella that claimed I had track marks because I've never done fucking drugs in my life willingly? Federal Bureau of Investigation, I've amended that order too. Because why? My husband, William Asher, who works for the government, as well as Wilton Police Department, the state of Maine, the Attorney General, the Detective Patrick Gagnon, and everyone, including the Governor, Janet Mills, Darrell Bryant, Scott Bryant, and his fat wife, as well as Perry from Wilton Town Office, former town manager. Heidi Gould, now Wilcox. Stephen Charles, don't you think for a moment I don't still have a picture of you calling my daughter after you had recused yourself and Perry said you sent our sex trafficking case to the FBI. So you tell me, why is it that after that, my daughter and I have been abused? My daughter went missing again several times. She was locked up. She was tortured. And she was barely alive. You will hear full story tonight, January 18th, 2025, 7 p.m. It will be on YouTube, and I will be taking to the streets tomorrow, Sunday, January 19th, 2025, and I will be handing out copies of every piece of information and evidence I have to the public. So anybody that's been wrongfully put in jail, if you've been harassed, terrorized, and targeted by any of the police politicians or even their FBI narcs, contact me. We can turn anything into a class action. Join me, follow me. I'm only suggesting. But what I am also going to suggest is if you've had your children taken away from you, you should probably start filing real soon and bring them back home to you, because it's a violation, and a violation against your children. They have rights that are being ignored as they're being sold. And that's not a joke, and that's not a lie. Your kids get taken by DCF and they get sold into trafficking, whether it's human trafficking, sex trafficking, or labor trafficking. You all know it. So stop sitting down and stop crying about it. Stand the fuck up and do something about it. Get your kids back and stop being harassed, terrorized, and abused by the government, the police, and their friends. Thank you.